Normal.
Okay.
Welcome to the Holistic Kids Show. My name is Zain.
My name's Abdullah.
And my name is Imad.
We are the Holistic Kids here to educate and empower us kids from the inside out.
Cough, runny nose, congestion, fevers, rashes, headaches, body aches, and pains
are really no fun at all.
Exactly.
And usually when you go to the doctor, they tell us it's just a viral illness and there's not really much that we can do about it. But then maybe our parents will take us to get some vitamin C or other supplements and make us get some rest and take some more medicine. But what really works and what doesn't?
Then
what happens if you are dealing with a chronic condition like 80% of kids are dealing with today? Then where do we start?
Well, today we are going to be talking to Dr. Mom, who has taught lots of moms in her med school for moms course, all about what us kids can do when we are sick. Seriously, you will not want to miss this because it is so nice to have all these tools in our tool belt when we start not feeling well. Dr. Elana Roumell is a naturopathic doctor with a passion for pediatrics. She initially founded Nourish Medical Center in San Diego, California, providing holistic care to the whole family, and later created the popular med school for moms. Dr. Elena is also a co-host of the popular Dr. Mom podcast, nearing almost 1 million downloads. That is our dream, so she is seriously our role model. Her intention is to empower all of us with knowledge so we are well informed to make the best decisions for our health. Also equipping us with the most effective, tried and true natural remedies available. Thank you so much, Dr. Elena. We are so thankful that you are here with us today.
Okay, you guys are so cute. I'm so happy to be here. I have to tell you, I'm traveling with my family. I have not said yes to a podcast in a while, but I had to say yes to you guys because I love what you guys are doing. Your mom is so wonderful. I'm so happy to be here and help you guys. So thank you for having me.
Well, it's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
You guys are awesome. Maybe one day my kids will model after you and have their own podcast. So let's see how that goes. They're only 6, 3, and 8 months, so we still
So
have
they have
quite a
some
while.
time, you know.
They have time. Well, it's so nice to chat with you guys. I want to hear your questions, but I also want to say something that you guys call me the Dr. Mom, but I'm actually not just the Dr. Mom. My goal is that I want to teach other moms to be Dr. Moms. So I'm a mom and I'm also a doctor, but I want all moms to feel like they could be a quote unquote Dr. Mom because there are so many things we could do to help you guys as kids. And I think that it's so important that us doctors teach these moms so they feel confident so they could help their kids when sick. So it's so much fun for me. I love to do this.
We would love what you are doing. So, and we would love to hear your story. Love.
Okay, great. You want me to tell you why I became a doctor?
Why?
Okay,
Yeah.
so when I was younger, I had a brother who's 7 years old. How old are you guys?
So he is...
I'll say mine.
Okay.
I'm 10 years old.
10.
I'm 12.
And I'm 15.
And 15. So you guys are older than what my brother was. My brother was 7 years old. He had really, really bad asthma. And unfortunately, he had such a bad asthma attack that he passed away and he died. Okay. It was really, really scary for us. I was only 9 years old at that time. So just around your age. And I remember talking to my parents and I said, why did he die? Why wasn't all the medicines that he was on from his doctor enough to save his life? And they tried to explain to me that it was very hard, that his asthma was just so bad that nothing could help it. And I remember as a very young kid that there had to be more options. There has to be more ways to help kids when they're sick. And so as I got older, I found out that there was a lot of natural medicines. There's a lot of different herbs and homeopathics and even a chiropractor and all of these other things that I said, oh my gosh, if my parents would have just known all of this other stuff, we maybe could have saved his life. And so that got me studying and researching and getting very excited. And as I kept on doing that, I said, I want to be a doctor who knows all of the traditional medicine, like the drug therapy, but also all of the natural therapies, because I didn't want anything to happen to any other kid like it happened to my brother. So that's how I became this kind of doctor.
That's why it's also really important what we talk about on this podcast, because a lot of people just know food and medicine, like eat your veggies, eat your protein, and take some medicine. But there's so many different factors, like your environment, even stress can really play a big role in your health. Which is why it's so important. That's why we love teaching people about other ways that they can help themselves heal. So a lot of kids don't feel well a lot throughout the year, or they have runny nose, congestion, rashes, and even chronic disease have trouble quadrupled among children since the 1960s. In 1994, I think 1 in 8 children had a chronic condition, but recently it was 54% of all American children are diagnosed with a chronic health condition, with numbers even increasing to 80% very soon. So where can parents start to find answers so that they can help prevent this?
Isn't that scary, you guys? That's a lot of kids. So how many kids are in your class? Let's say maybe one of you guys can answer. Do you guys go to school?
Yeah, I also.
Okay, so like around how many kids are in your class? In like a class?
22.
Okay, 20. So can you imagine that half of those kids, so 10 of those kids out of 20 will have chronic disease. If not already, will probably have chronic disease at some point. Do you know some of your friends who have some diseases, whether it's maybe eczema or asthma or ADHD or constipation? Maybe they don't share that with you, but there's a lot of kids who are sick. And also a lot of kids who are overweight, they're not eating so well. So here's what I think that we need to do is that I think that it's important for us kids to also understand how to live healthy, just so it's not always on the parents to have to tell them what to do, what to eat, how to do this. I think it's really important. And what you're doing is teaching other kids what all of these other doctors and experts are trying to teach you so that you guys could decide if you want to be healthy or not. Because the problem is we're living in a world where it's very, very, very easy to be unhealthy. You go out, you see the food is unhealthy. There's candy everywhere. There's desserts everywhere. You could get it at all times. So we have to, as kids and as adults, choose every day. Do we want to do healthy stuff? Do we not want to do healthy stuff? And I think that there's a good balance here. But I think it really is going to start with the kids and educating our kids and the parents being role models so that the parents can really encourage and inspire those kids. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think us kids are getting sicker and sicker?
Okay, good question. So I think one of the things that is really bad is that we're having a lot of sugar in our diets. It could be hidden sugar, or it could be sugar that we know that is there. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm going to tell you something, that if you guys eat, let's say 5 teaspoons of sugar or 25 grams of sugar, your immune system will only function half as well. Okay. So let's say you guys eat a sugary cereal in the morning. Okay. Already that's going to be your 5 teaspoons of sugar. Then you go to school, and for 5 hours, your immune system is only half as strong. So if there's germs or bugs around, your body can't protect it, because the soldiers that help fight in your body, they're only 50% is there. Only half of them are there to help fight, just because you had that sugary cereal in the morning. And so this is very, very common, is that these kids, you guys are either eating too much sugar, and then you're going out in the world and there's germs and bugs and all of this stuff. And then we keep on eating it and eating it and eating it. And we're never giving our immune systems time to really be able to fight and be as strong as possible. So I think that's one of the main reasons why we're seeing a lot of sick kids. Does that make sense? Are you surprised by that? Or did you know this before?
I mean, we've done like so many episodes, but yeah,
right.
I think it's very surprising that when we started this, we were very surprised when we first learned that the sugar is actually making it easier for us to get diseases and making it easier for us to have chronic disease. Mm-hmm. And could get things like asthma, eczema, ADHD, all these things that you were saying. So that's why we've been really working on, limiting the sugar, having more rainbow foods in our diet, getting all of that kind of those nutrients and going outside more, playing,
Look at you guys
exercise.
have learned so much. It's great.
Yeah.
And again, I want to always say it's not about eliminating sugar 100%. Sugar
Yeah.
is so good. After this, I'm taking my kids to go get ice cream. We haven't had that in a while because it was my son's half birthday, and so he begged me for ice cream. And I think that that's a really fun thing to do. But I will say we don't do it every day. We try to reduce it, and he's definitely going to get a very good dinner before we go for ice cream, right? With proteins and colorful vegetables and healthy fats, right? So it's not to avoid it 100%, but just to know that it's so easy to eat too much of it. It's very addicting. And to also balance it out with what you were saying, the rainbow foods, all the good healthy fats and proteins. So I think it's great.
That's why we love to eat foods that are sweet, but we like to substitute with honey and
Good.
syrup and just like fruits.
Great.
They're
And
such
those
a
are all
great-
so sweet.
Yeah,
Great.
they're such a great substitution.
I love it.
So, there are a lot of supplements us kids can take, like vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D. Where should parents start with supplements?
Okay, first of all, those are some of my favorite supplements. So you guys already know some of my favorite stuff. And I want to explain that unfortunately, not all brands and not all supplements are equal. So right now, we don't have a lot of regulation. So like the government, they don't necessarily have a lot of say over what's in a bottle. So there could be a bottle that has a label on it that says there is 5 milligrams of zinc in every chewable tablet. But what's actually in the bottle doesn't always mean that's what's on the label. Okay. So it could be very deceiving. And it's really hard for me because I believe in natural medicine so much. And I just want people to get good quality. I want them to take enough amounts. And I want them to feel like they're taking safe and healthy amounts because that's what we're trying to do for our bodies. So this is where I think going to trusted doctors or trusted resources to help you navigate where and what good brands there are and what amounts that are safe for the different ages and that are effective for those ages. Okay. This is why I love what I get to do because I get to share all of my protocols and I get to share all of that. But there are a lot of things out there right now that now you could do even if you go, for example, your mom, the holistic mom, she will probably give you all of her top favorites, but she'll also say there are some that are better than others. So I think you just have to go to some trusted resources to make sure that you're taking good quality stuff. But I absolutely love elderberry. I absolutely love zinc. I love vitamin D, and I love probiotics. I think those are so important for the immune system that we have to really kind of focus on some of those things. But that's after a good diet, a good lifestyle, good sleep, hydration, because these are just supplements to a healthy life, right? They're just supplementing healthy life. Okay. So that's very important to understand.
Yeah, that's why we have fish oil, magnesium,
Great.
Vitamin D, vitamin C. We sometimes have zinc. We love elderberry. What other stuff? Oh, sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, perfect. And that if you eat sauerkraut, you don't even need to take a probiotic some days because that's your food as medicine, right?
Yeah.
Great.
So we know you're a big fan of homeopathy, but what exactly is homeopathy and how can it really help you?
Great, guys. So have you ever seen those little tiny white pellets? Okay. They come in these little like vials. It could be a blue or a purple little vial. That's a very different type of natural medicine than something like elderberry. That's like more of an herbal medicine. Or you said magnesium, that would be called a health food supplement. So the way that I like to teach kids and adults is that there's 3 different types of natural medicines. There's a homeopathy, there's herbal medicines, and then there's health food supplements. Okay. And so these are just different ways that our bodies can take different nutrients and different things that are natural and help us heal. So homeopathy is very different in that it's more of like an energy type of medicine. Have you ever heard of acupuncture before?
Yeah.
Great. So, when you go to acupuncture, they put these little needles in you, and then all of a sudden you feel better. That is more of like an energy type of medicine. Well, I put the same category for homeopathy. It's very energetic in that it helps stimulate your body to heal. So it's not like it's a magnesium that's causing something to, let's say, work faster or work slower in the body. It's not doing something very specific biochemically. Rather, if you get the right homeopathic remedy, It is very holistic, just like your show, the Holistic Kids show. It's very all the body, okay? It takes into account all the symptoms. And then it says your body knows how to heal. So it stimulates the body to heal and it gently heals. But you have to get the right remedy. So same with acupuncture. You put the needles in the right spots. And as long as you put the needles in the right spots, your body finds some kind of balance. And once it finds that balance, it knows how to heal. Okay. There's a very strong innate wisdom in the body. It means that our bodies really are wise. It knows how to heal. So if you give the body what it needs, it will find the balance and it'll just start healing. Like if you cut yourself, if you guys get in a fight and you cut, you know it's going to heal. Your body's amazing at it, right? Maybe you need a Band-Aid, maybe you could put some calendula on it, but it will heal no matter what. So our bodies are wise. If you give the right homeopathic remedy, it will heal. But that's very different than herbal medicine and health food supplements because that's very unique. You have to give it for certain conditions or certain processes. With homeopathics, you choose one remedy for the whole body and it heals. Now, homeopathy is also very, very, very diluted. It can work very fast, very quick. Whereas herbal medicine and health food supplements, they have larger amounts. You have to take more and more frequently. And it takes a little bit more time to heal. It's not just like within minutes. It could be days. It could be months. Sometimes it can even take a little bit longer. So that's a little bit of the difference between homeopathy, herbal medicine, and health food supplements. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So is homeopathy it kickstarts your immune system kind of and tells it what to do so it can work better?
Yes, it can. But what's very unique is with homeopathy, you don't start it until symptoms come up because you don't know how to find the homeopathic until you have symptoms. Whereas there's herbal medicines and nutrients that you could take every day to help prevent disease, to help boost the immune system so that you could try not to get sick or at least decrease the amount of sickness that you get maybe in a year. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if you have a chronic disease, right, something like asthma, eczema, constipation, you could still take homeopathy that'll decrease the symptoms and then it can really make you so strong that it can also help decrease future illness. But for the most part, you want to do homeopathy during symptoms only.
Yeah, because obviously it needs something to actually heal to work.
Exactly. You got it. You guys are so smart. This is so fun talking with you.
Like arnica, that's our favorite.
Oh, that's my favorite too. And my kids, every time they get hurt, they just ask for arnica and the tears go away and they're so happy. So I take it with me everywhere I go. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, that is amazing.
Amazing.
So are there like medications, like if you take a medication, there's all those, can cause side effects like constipation, eczema, allergies, maybe even death, in those commercials. So are there side effects for homeopathy?
It's a great question. And I know so well that conventional medicine can cause side effects. I'm going to go back to the story with my brother. He was on so many medications that sometimes he would need medications just to help with the side effects of some of the other medications. Okay. So can you even imagine having to take medications for your symptoms, but then more symptoms come and then you need medications for those symptoms, right? So that was really hard for me to see. And so also what I love about the natural medicines, but specifically homeopathy, is that there are no side effects. Sometimes in individuals who are very sensitive, they can what we call aggravate, which means that their symptoms can get worse, but it gets worse before it gets better. And the reason is that our bodies are kind of adjusting. Sometimes in order to heal, the body actually, let's say you have a cough, the body will cough a little bit more and then it'll get better. Okay. So sometimes it gets a little bit worse before it gets better, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but that's very short time period. And that's only for very, very sensitive individuals. So for the majority of people, there's no side effects. And the beautiful thing with homeopathy is that even if you get the wrong remedy, most of the time nothing happens. And then you just have to find the right remedy and you can keep on experimenting. So I love teaching homeopathy to doctor moms because it's so safe, so gentle, and so easy to really understand with no side effects.
So let's get to where you would start with the kid that isn't feeling well. What lifestyle tips are important to help us to feel better faster?
Great. Okay. I love this question. So I've got a few of them. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go through my favorite 5. So the first one is rest. Do you know that we heal so much when we sleep? That's why when you're sick, you don't usually want to play. You just want to sleep. You want to watch a movie or cuddle. So you just rest your body. Don't push yourself. If you're going and so happy and high energy to go play, you're probably not that sick. But if you're really needing to rest, then you know you're probably sick. So keep on resting. Okay. The second one is avoid sugar, because when you're sick, if you're going to eat sugar, then it's just going to take you longer to get better. Okay. The third one is stay hydrated. So we know this, that if you have a fever and you're dehydrated, your fever is going to be prolonged. So if you want to stay hydrated, you could either drink water, electrolytes, coconut water. All of these things really help keep you hydrated. You will get better faster. Okay. Okay. The fourth thing, have you guys ever heard of cold, wet socks?
No.
Okay. I love this. This is so fun. So what I would like you guys to do the next time you start getting sick, you can have a cough, a fever, runny nose, any of this. I want you to get cotton socks. I want you to put them in ice cold water, wring them out, put them on your feet. It's going to be cold. Put them on your feet. Then take wool socks, so warm wool socks, put them over the cold, wet socks and go to sleep. Okay. In the morning, those cold, wet socks will be dry. They'll be dry. Now, this is why. It will take your body so much energy to warm up those socks. And so during the night when you're sleeping, what happens is the blood flow will keep on pumping down to your feet, and then it'll recirculate all throughout the body. And all night long, what's happening is blood's flowing, your lymph is flowing. And so your immune system is getting boosted. Okay. It's going to your organs, it's going to your immune cells. And so for the whole night, it's starting to really work. And so throughout the night, it's boosting that immune system. The wet socks are going to be dry. And then in the morning, you wake up and you just feel so much better. This is something we call magic socks because they really are so magical. This is something that's been used for so many decades. They're cheap. You just need water, ice, socks, and they're so fun. So next time you guys get sick, do that and let me know how it goes. Okay. Okay. And then the fifth one is just that then you could start your supplements. So there's all these other things you can do before starting the supplements that will really help you. You could even do cold with socks and not even do supplements and still feel so much better. Okay.
Okay. So remember, hydrate. Always drink water. Even though if you might not like water, keep drinking it because your body kind of really needs it. Also, sleep is so important because it helps revitalize your body, make you feel a lot better. And without sleep, well, you're not just gonna function properly. Also, when you're sick, try staying away from sugar because it can really slow down the process of healing. Also, like she said, try to use the cold wet socks method
socks.
to help make you feel a lot better when you wake up.
Perfect. You guys, look at you guys. You've learned so much. I love this.
It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
Parents freak out with fevers. What are your thoughts on taking medications for fevers?
That is a great question. So what do you guys think? Do you think fevers are a good thing? Do you think fevers are a bad thing? What is your guess?
It depends on like what fever it's.
Well, what does it say when you guys get a fever? What is your body telling you?
There's something wrong.
To sleep.
There's something wrong.
Yeah, that there's something wrong. Do you know why? So your body is so wise. Your body will increase our temperature because bugs don't like hot temperature. Viruses, bacteria, they don't survive when it's too hot. They'll die. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's why our body raises its temperature to say, oh, this isn't good. I don't want you guys here. And it's going to help kill those viruses and the bugs. So what if you take a medicine and the fever goes down? What's going to happen to the bugs then?
Then they're going to survive.
They're going to survive, right?
Yeah, because then you need the
right. So this is why I think a fever is a really good thing. The fever tells the body, okay, it's sick. The bugs are here. It could be a virus, it could be bacteria. So it needs to raise its temperature in order to help get better. Now, there's a time and a place for medicine, because what if you're so uncomfortable? You can't sleep. You're so restless. Well, then there's a time. Let's help you feel comfortable, but I don't want to take the fever all the way down. Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe we can bring it down a couple degrees, but not completely. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you have a fever, but you're still running around, you're having fun, you're watching a movie, you're fine. Well, then let's not touch the fever. We don't even have to do anything. It's fine. Let the fever go. So if you, though, are uncomfortable, you don't like it, then there are a lot of natural medicines that you could do. You could do cold, wet socks. That really helps. You could do natural medicines like lemon balm. You could do elderberry. You could do homeopathy. There are so many great homeopathics to help. Or you could just rest and just see what happens. The other alternative is you could take Tylenol or you could take ibuprofen. So those are the options. And I love to teach moms all of the different natural medicines, when to worry, when not to worry, so that they can avoid using Tylenol or ibuprofen in a time and a place that they may need to. But there are so many other things that you could do. You don't always have to just go right for those medications, because those medications have some side effects. So that's what we're trying to avoid. There's a time and a place, but that's when I like to really teach the doctor moms that there are so many other options. And I have a whole free guide on that. I give you all of my fever protocol. You can go to my Instagram page. In my link, there's a whole fever guide. And I even explain cold, wet socks there. I explain all my homeopathics, all the medicines. It's so much fun. That's a free guide for you guys. So it's easy to learn from that.
Yeah, so go check that out if you need any help understanding anything, and I'm sure it'll really help.
Yes. You guys, do you have any more questions for me? This was so much fun.
So that was so amazing. So many great tools that we can use to feel better. So what is one thing kids can do today to start if they aren't feeling well?
Today?
Yeah, to like go and or like at night, or anything really that'll help them start their journey.
Well, if they're not already taking vitamin D, I would say they should start it, and they should take it every day. It's not a vitamin that you take when you feel sick. It's something you should have already been taking. Okay. So there's a little myth on that, is you don't want to wait till you're sick. You want enough in your body so that when you're sick, it's easier for your body to fight. So that's something I just want every kid to start taking every day. And then when you are sick, I think something like elderberry is such a safe, it tastes good, it feels good. It's great to fight viruses. And 7 out of 10 illnesses that kids get are from viruses. And there's nothing that the traditional medicines can do. There's no antibiotics. There's really nothing you can do. So if you have elderberry in your medicine cabinet, you start taking it right away. You could take that every day too, like vitamin D, but then when you're sick, you could even take more of it more frequently.
So please tell us more about you and your amazing work, and more about your med school for moms.
Okay, you guys are so sweet. So do you know what med school for moms is?
Medical school?
Yeah, it's like what I learned during my medical school, and I'm teaching it to moms. I'm teaching them what they need to know for them to help their kids. So I'm a mom, and I realize it's so nice to have all this information that I learned from medical school. They don't have to go all the way to medical school. It's many years. It's a lot of money. But there's some things I want them to learn. So what I did was I put all of my information inside a membership. So it's like a library of information. You can subscribe month to month, and then moms can log in and see all of my protocols. So if they have hand, foot, mouth disease, or if they have RSV, if their kid has a cough or a fever, you go right in, you see all my favorite products, my lifestyle information, recommended amounts for their ages or their weights. So it's so easy for them. They see all my favorite medicines, all of this great stuff. We even talk about vaccines, which is a very important topic because it creates a lot of anxiety for parents. And I love sharing all of this. I want all moms to have this information. They can go to medschoolformoms.com, or they can go to the drmommembership.com, and they can take a look and see, or just go on my Instagram page at Dr. Elana Roumell. I share all this fun information. I love doing it. Just today, I reached 100,000 followers. I'm so happy.
Wow.
I'm so happy. So we got to celebrate today. I think that's another reason why we're going to go get ice cream. That'll be fun celebration. So I love reaching so many moms and sharing with them. And I also love doing my podcast as well. And actually, I think my bio is out to date. We're now up to 1.5 million downloads. So we're reaching so many moms all around the world. So you guys keep it up, because that's how you do it. You start and you keep on sharing, you keep on sharing. And before you know it, so many people have listened to your podcast, and it's such a fulfilling thing. I'm so happy you guys are doing this. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
Love you guys.
So
Anything
that
else
was
you guys need?
so empowering. Thank you so much for teaching us everything that you know and teaching us all of these different tricks. So remember, everyone, make sure to follow Dr. Elana on social media. She is such an inspiration, and she has so much amazing information that can really help you. So please check it out today.
Let's recap Dr. Elana's key points. Thank you so much.
So chronic and acute conditions are on a rise. There's a lot of kids that are sick, but there is so much that we as kids can do to live healthier. There are different modalities to help us heal, like homeopathy,
Herbals.
herbals, and healthy food supplements like vitamins and zinc, magnesium, and fish oil. So look for good quality supplements. And remember, Dr. Elana also loves elderberry. We love elderberry as well, and sauerkraut. So remember to try those, because that'll really help your immune system and help you get better. So, but that is after that you keep, but that is after key lifestyle factors we kids all need to incorporate. Like, remember to rest your body, because your body can heal while you sleep, and limit sugar, because sugar can weaken our immune system and make it that so that it's weaker. Also,
Rest your body. Cold, wet socks. One pair of cold, wet socks with a dry wool over it will boost your immune system to help us kids feel better. Then you can start your supplements. Make sure you take vitamin D every day and elderberry that can fight with viruses. Fever is your body trying to get rid of infection. There are so many different things that we can do today to start helping our body fight those bad bugs. So check out her amazing programs today. There is so much hope. Wow, Dr. Elana, that was amazing. We are so thankful for your wisdom and time today.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are adorable. This was so much fun for me.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Zansari.
I'm Abdullah.
And I'm Imad.
Following Family Line on social media, Holistic Quality, and look out for moms with Holistic RX, your guys in chronic inflammation and disease. And the Holistic RX for kids parenting healthy brains and bodies in a changing world. And the amazing children like we are together called Adam's Family Adventures, the Power of Rainbow Foods, and the newest one out now called Adam's Healing Adventures. Gratitude is a superpower. We are almost at our 100th episode. We have a free gift for everyone. Check it out today. Kids need to learn for other kids. Please note our podcast and iTunes and leave our reviews so other kids and families can benefit. We need to work together to create a healthy future for all of us and the planet. Join us next week for another episode of the Holistic Kid Show, where kids are empowering kids.
Thank you, everyone.